Okay, hello, stream. We are officially live with the long road to Novigrad. You'll notice that there is a fourth overlay in the player section. How about that? Uh, for the fun, and even though we did reintroduce everyone in our last session because it's been a while, we have a new player with us. Uh, so let's go through and reintroduce all the old players, and then introduce the new player. Um, let's see. Cinead, you want to kick us off? Introduce who you are, who you're playing.
Oh, me? Well,
Yeah.
I'm Adrian, or Lee6113 online. I am playing Cinead, the human mage, who kind of moves around more like you might expect a bandit or a criminal, trying to stay in the shadows and under the radar. But I am actually, in fact, a magic user.
Next up, how about our other mage, Mr. Averan?
I'm 13th Rat King. I'm playing Averan. Um, I am a magic user. I am not very good at flying low radar. I'm a bit of a troublemaker, and here to have a good time.
Our lovely Witcher, and the only Witcher. Spoiler alert.
Hi, I'm RedPandaCola, your local, I guess, TTRPG critter. Tonight I'm playing our only Witcher. Sorry, wrong game. Vidar of Yngvar. Sorry, long day. Oh boy.
Mhm.
Yeah, Vidar of
That's tomorrow,
Yngvar,
buddy.
and he is a Wolf School Witcher, and yeah, that's me.
And last but not least, introduce who you are, who you're playing, but don't describe your character just yet.
Okay, my name is Luke, and I am playing Dorvic. Did I say
Sure.
anything else, or do I not
No,
describe at all?
just don't describe what your character looks like yet. You can go into greater detail, just not visuals.
Dorvic is our first priest, I believe, in this game, and is, as all my characters, extremely normal.
Mm-hmm.
He will learn. He will see.
Very, very normal. Perfectly normal, nothing wrong with them. And so, and I'm your GM, Pie or Pie Guy. Last we left our trio, they had just laid down for rest, hearing nothing but violent screams throughout the night, and the sounds of wood creaking and breaking. Telltale signs of a Leshen. Morning has come. The three of you stand at the ash of whatever fire you set, and the screams have stopped. And it is an
How long
eerie
ago did it
quiet.
stop? Because I imagine probably
It would have stopped
we probably would
well,
have been
well
up
into the night.
until then.
Yeah, it would have stopped well into the night, definitely before the sun rose.
I feel like I still wouldn't have gotten much sleep. I don't know if there's a mechanic for that, for like not going without sleep or anything, but
I don't think
I
there
don't
is.
think
I think
Cinead
it's
would have been able to
just
sleep. He'd have been too worried about it.
I think it's just how much HP you regain upon waking up, upon rest. Welcome to the first of many of consulting the book.
Yep.
Um,
consult the texts.
Consult the ancient texts. But the three of you do wake up, whether you find little sleep or not. The screams have stopped. The sounds of death have quieted. So has the forest around you. There are no sounds of birds. There are no sounds of critters. It is eerily quiet as the three of you wake up. What do you do?
Um, I think Vidar is probably one of the earlier ones to wake up because he's just been meditating this entire time. He hasn't actually been sleeping, keeping an ear out for everything, making sure the Leshen didn't try to get up on us. But seeing how that isn't seeming to be the case, everything went very quiet. He's probably going to start getting up, moving, getting his stuff together, ready, and once he's set, probably set to wake the other two up.
When you
Just so
do
they
get
can,
to Cinead. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, just so they can get moving, and because the intention, at least in his mind, see just what kind of destruction this Leshen brought before they get to establishing their plan.
When you wake up, Cinead, he's awake already. His eyes are open, but he's still like laying on his pillow, kind of huddled in his bedroll. And when you come over, he's just like, time to get up. And he didn't sleep much. But yeah, I'll slowly, quietly start packing up my stuff. Probably even skip breakfast. Probably doesn't have much stomach for food right now. He's too worried.
Meanwhile, you probably had to kick Averan awake because he is sleeping like a baby. The best part about distant screams is what makes distant screams so relaxing and so good for sleep is that they're distant, right? They're not immediately on you. And the man slept so good knowing that that was happening way over there.
Welcome to the normal party, Dorvic.
Yeah, he would probably just give a small nudge at first before, and just give a shove with his foot.
Morning. Sun so bright already, I see.
Let's get a move on if we plan on taking this thing down. Plus, it's best to see what destruction it brought during the night.
Okay. Is there anything the three of you do in the remnants of your camp before setting off to see the destruction?
I mean, I honestly think we didn't have much of a camp. Probably kept it pretty bare minimum, just for the sake of moving quickly and not drawing too much attention.
Exactly.
So, even if there was signs of a fire, that probably would have just snuffed it out and kicked it around just to kind of, somewhat spread any signs of that before moving in the direction of where all the screams are coming from.
Okay.
If I remember correctly, I've acquired a crossbow, so
Yes.
I will have that ready.
Yes, indeed you have. I would like, as the three of you set onto the road, I would like, if you have it, to roll me an awareness, please.
Is this scent based or
It is sight.
not that it matters much? Okay. Oh wow,
Ooh.
I did bad for once.
That is a 1, an 11, fumble.
Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna hold on to those rolls there.
All you could smell was my like tobacco pipe because I'm like first thing in the morning already lighting one.
As your party move, we're gonna shift. The camera shifts to outside of a town. Dorvic, not far into the morning. You have just left the town of Midcops, the small little village of Midcops. The sound of a hammer banging onto an anvil still kind of ringing out behind you. And you know what awaits ahead of you. You know there is a trio along this road that awaits you. You likely are privy to the screams in the night and whatever awaits forward on your walk. But as you turn and see the town, the little town kind of off in the distance, ways away, and knowing there's this group ahead of you, I'm going to ask you what you would like to do, because truthfully, you can just say I turn around and leave, and I wouldn't blame you. But I'm still gonna ask.
Well, that wouldn't make me a very fun player. No, I have my destination. I am pretty cheery this morning as I head out to find some new friends.
Not far into both of your both groups' journeys, Dorvic's and the parties, do you come across a hilltop. The party at the top, Dorvic, you're at the bottom, you're approaching from down below. And Dorvic, you do not see it. The party sees the car. Actually, you might. If you have awareness, can you roll me awareness?
Do. Okay, tell me, I'm brand new. What do I roll?
Yes, that's a great
Walk me through like a
question.
baby.
That is a great question.
On your character
So
sheet,
on the sheet, it
there's
should be under intelligence, and it'd be your
Right.
awareness skill.
Yes. I have
under the
3.
skills and modifiers tab. So you click the words.
Well, to be
awareness.
fair, he has a character sheet outside of Roll20.
I just did a PDF.
Oh.
Okay.
Never mind.
Let me hold on. Let me get the PDF.
Let
up.
us
Tell me what
consult
too much
the
I said.
sacred texts.
Okay.
Are you
Boy.
rolling real dice?
I
Are you
can or I
rolling
can
real
roll
dice?
one in the game. I can
No,
roll or
I
I
was
can
gonna
roll
let you
one.
know there's exploding. There's
Oh, yeah, there
exploding
are.
dice in the system.
If I am...
So I think. Do you have anything in awareness? Like any points?
Yes.
In awareness.
Okay,
I got
How many?
3 points.
if I'm...
Okay. So I'm
You
pretty
go.
sure it'd be D10 plus intelligence modifier plus the awareness modifier.
Yes, a d10 plus your stat plus your skill, and then if you get a 10, the dice explodes, you reroll.
I suddenly understand. Great.
Yes.
I actually understand the system now. Thank you. That was all.
Okay.
Yep.
So that just made it click. That'll be a 14.
14. Okay, 14. You do notice, from down below, at least, there's like a curving road that snakes up this hill. You notice a detached limb or two, just on the road.
Right. I'll kind
You
of.
can already tell it's going to be a long road to Novigrad.
He said the thing.
I'm gonna veer maybe to the side of the road and kind of like try to have eyes on this, but not just walk
Mm-hmm.
maybe directly into whatever
Mhm.
left that there.
As you veer, we go back up the hill, where the trio are seeing something much worse. Several bodies, several body parts, all armored. You can count maybe 7 or 8 different people, maybe. Weapons strewn about, blood pools strewn about. And from
Is
the
the armor
top,
style familiar?
um, give me a. Let's see. I think this would be deduction, maybe?
All right. Okay, cool. That's another 1 for me.
I can tell you
A
it's
4,
not.
and I fumbled by 7. Honestly, I don't think there's fumbles
No.
skills, but
It's very easy to tell it's not professional made armor. These are not knights. Um,
okay.
that's just
It's just
something you
common
can
folk.
easily tell. And with the 26 awareness from Cinead, as you're kind of seeing this, and you're on top of your horse, so you have a bit more vantage.
Mhm.
You can follow the trail of blood and some of these body parts down the hill. And as you peer down the hill, you do see a figure veering off a little bit. What does our thief mage see at the bottom of the hill? Now you can describe your character.
I'm real now. Dorvic is a medium height guy, uh, dark hair. He wears very. Uh, the clothing is less loose as much as there is a lot of it. Um, Fabric just kind of like hanging where it will, and I think he has a confident spring to his step, but otherwise you might be like, that guy is just lost and needs help.
And how far away are you from us down the hill? Because I think my first instinct would be with the crossbow, just be like, Witcher, and I'll just point down towards you, trying to draw attention from my compatriots. But it'd be very obvious that I see you and I'm pointing at you.
Yeah, there's a good enough
probably got-
distance. You would definitely have to shout to this person.
I don't think I would shout. I would point at him, but I'd be like, Witcher, look. And then it's like, Survivor, maybe? And then I'll just like keep my crossbow ready. But if I need to move the horse or anything, I'm like
Mhm.
also ready to like switch and ride.
Yeah. Yeah, I think he would have been kind of distracted by, everything around him, just kind of checking the bodies, see the damage done, and or looking up at the figure. I'm going to try again. What's this person's body language like? Do they seem, at least from where they are, from where I am, do they seem like it's, oh, I'm Survivor just climbing out of some hiding place and barely managed to survive? Or did they just stumble onto this and going, what am I looking at?
I think this would be a I think this would be a deduction. I'm not sure what Dorvic would roll if Dorvic wants to roll anything. If you're trying to hide anything.
I can just describe based on. I can
Yeah.
just describe based on what he sees. I don't even know they're there. I'm just walking.
Yeah, I think that'd be it. I think you're just looking down at a person walking with a little spring in their
That's a
step.
14.
Yeah, 14. I mean, he's going around what happened and has eyes on it. Like maybe a more concerned than anything. Like, oh, something happened there, and I'm trying to not be involved in whatever happened there.
Yeah, so very much not the, oh, I just barely survived with my life.
No.
They're not a survivor. They're an unwitting soul that stumbled upon this.
Well, he doesn't look like Nilfgaardian. He's not the Leshen. Shall we approach? Make ourselves known or no?
Let them approach. And he's gonna
Um,
stoop down to like examine the bodies more, like the level of damage, just to get more of an idea of what this Leshen is capable of.
Mhm.
Like how much of it was like animals and how much of it was actually it.
Mhm. I'm gonna say, give me another
I'm gonna do
awareness.
the 2-finger whistle.
Awareness or Witcher training?
I'll take Witcher training, and as you sit down to look closer to the bodies, Dorvic, you hear a loud whistle pierce through, and you look up and can see a rider at the top of this hill.
I'll use the crossbow to wave to show that I'm armed, but also like over here.
Okay.
Ty, could I roll a deduction to see like really what I'm looking at? Like, is it like a caravan that got massacred, or like,
Sure.
like do they look like there could have been something valuable on them or among them?
Sure.
Oh well, that's not great.
Mm-mm.
I got a 21.
Okay. I'll go into what you see after this interaction.
I was just waved at, right? With the
Mhm.
bow. All right. Now that
Crossbow,
I've
yeah.
been alerted, yeah, I'll step on up there and I approach again, rather separate from, but not super upset by the scene we're in. Oh, I didn't think I'd find you so soon.
What are you looking for us? I'll like shift the crossbow again.
Or someone like you. There's three of you, and you're traveling, and you look like warriors. So I think it's you.
I'm
Sent
going
by
to
who?
Say again, Panda.
Am I mistaken?
Sent by who?
Oh, I see things and I go to them. It's not. I have no. Have no mission beyond helping.
What was the mission for? Are you saying we're wanted? I'm gonna kind of like make my horse back up a little bit to give more space.
I suppose you could be, and I wouldn't know. I, I, I don't think I'd be able to take you out by myself.
I reckon not.
So
Why are
what can
you
you
why are
do
you
for me?
searching for us? Why are
I
you
saw
searching for us?
because I saw you, and when I see things, I find them.
I
Are
look
you
very
speaking
confused
of
over at Vidar and
visions?
Averan.
What was that?
Are you speaking of visions?
Yeah, yes, dreams.
Have I heard of something like that before?
Give me let's see, let's look at the rolls here. You don't have education.
Nope.
I think if you just have a 0 in it, I think you just roll
I
a
do.
flat d10.
Yeah, I think it's just a flat modifier from intelligence.
Yeah, so Averan also listening in, yeah, the two of you can roll me education, I think.
That's a 2.
Okay. And
I would have also taken a guess like
I went to school.
Witcher training.
you know what? Actually, I think I can allow. No, because Witcher training I think is more on for monsters and like monster
Yeah.
lore. Averin, you do know seers exist. They are things. People who see visions. There's a very famous one
When the
in The Witcher
concept
3 who can see the stories of the dead and commune with them, like seers or by other name oracles or blah blah blah. They do exist. They are things that you know of or people that you know of.
when the con- when the mental concept of him possibly being a seer goes through his head, everyone is very like able to see what is his spine curling for a second. Like the sheer disgust of the concept.
And I realize I should say we've had introductions, we've had our guest character describe themselves. Now that you're officially with the party, let's just go through again. What does Cinead what does Dorvic see in Cinead? What does Cinead look like?
So you probably would be able to tell that I'm riding a pretty nice horse. It's not a war horse, but it's well kept and taken care of. It definitely does not really seem to match my own garments, which are a lot more worn and like muddy travel cloak, hasn't been washed in a while, tattered on the bottom where it's caught snags and stuff. Likely I've stolen this horse or found this horse off of a battle site or something. And that image of him being kind of a worn traveler, weathered face. He's human. He's not really old, but he's weathered, beaten face, and not too many visible scars. But he's middle aged, kind of long hair, just cropped at the top of the shoulders, and he just looks very untrusting. Like he doesn't know you. He doesn't know what you're doing here. He's probably been hunted before, so he's very wary of that. Those are the kind of vibes you're getting from him. I think he's only like 5'8" or 5'9" or something like that. But he's mounted, so he's sitting on the horse. That's it.
Vidar.
So, other than the most obvious of, features being the blatant cat eyes, known that most witchers have, given everything they've gone through. He looks like a person who's properly from the land of Skellig. Very, I guess in a way, they're more a combination of like Celtic and Scandinavian mix, clothing wise, or probably Nordic in style. Uh, Beard very much, this style, braided hair. Keeps a hooded cloak with him at all times. You can see his typical Witcher swords on his back, as well as a Skellig shield, like a round shield you would find most, um, the Nordic warriors would have, and a battle axe, like a bearded battle axe on his hip. But he's also kind of crouched down, wearing very much kind of worn, well used armor. Um, Probably from his times general, just having, had to get it fixed and mended over the years of monster hunting back when he was still doing that till now. Yeah.
And lastly, what does Averan look like?
Averan has like is like probably somewhere around like 5'11", a very slender frame, wearing clothes that are like they're nice, but they're not too nice. They look like if you have the ability to really deduce Averin, you would see someone that is wearing clothes that are like trying not to give away their actual station, right? Um, kind of like, but is also not willing to like wear completely nothing but rags, right? Um, and they have like a hazel gold eyes that seem to almost like catch the rays of the light every once in a while. Um, they carry a grand crystal staff that is very telling of what they do for a living. Um, but they also seem to like, not really paying attention to what's going on most of the time. They're very caught in the whimsy of the moment. Like while things are being discussed, every once in a while they'll catch a butterfly and they just wander off for a second mentally.
And very similar to being able to tell Averan's profession. If you did not previously know this party had a Witcher, Dorvic, you are very clearly staring at a Witcher in Vidar. So that is who is
No.
questioning you.
I don't remember what was last asked to me, so I think I'm zoning out, staring at The Witcher.
And
I think the last thing
for
I asked was,
Mhm.
as in visions.
Yeah, and I said dreams.
Yeah. I think that was.
And
I think
then
that's pretty much how we left at it.
yes, and then Averan deduced you were with his education figured out what you mean. Um, I will say for
James,
Vidar.
so you had a
Oh.
dream. Oh, sorry.
No, you go.
You had a dream about the three of us. Did you have a dream about this slaughter or the creature that did this?
Mm,
What happened in your dream?
There were a lot of things in my dreams. There usually are, but no, not this. I didn't even know where I was going to meet you, but I found you pretty quickly. I, I hmm, I saw that I saw a lot about you. I don't know how much of it is true, but I just knew I had to find you.
Are you meant to help us in our quest?
I usually am. I'm not planning to stop you. Journeys are important.
What can you do? Can you fight?
Yeah, I'm a fair amount, and I, my goddess forgives me what she will.
Wait, did goddess?
Yes.
Can I deduce from that comment they are the cloth?
Seems fairly
Given my
obvious.
look, many people.
I think I think it'd be pretty obvious.
Well, creature man, how are you with monsters?
I've seen a lot of them. I've dreamed about a lot of them. And
Leshen.
when I, I'm usually traveling alone, so I avoid them. I don't think of myself as stupid.
Time will tell.
Sometimes it's not a matter of intelligence or stupidity. It's just a matter of wrong place, wrong time. Ill-gotten fortune and all that.
And that's why I follow my dreams. I'm never in the wrong place.
And the right
Speaking of
place.
following
Dreams
dreams,
were
could you tell me more about your goddess?
I was gonna say that one got everybody going. I suppose I could. Nehelani is is why I do all of this. She cares about journeys like yours, so here I am. I suppose there's something you need that I can help with.
So your goddess is on our side.
Probably.
So
I
you
say we
were
let him
telling
join.
me that there is a goddess watching me. A clear smile over Averan's face.
Well, I suppose so. Yes, I don't know why she would have shown you to me if she hadn't seen you first.
As this
Wow, your goddess has taste.
as this conversation is going on and you go back to the investigation, Vidar, with a 21 Witcher training, there do seem to be bite marks in some of these corpses. But that's not what did most of this damage. Because most of you see one body has tree roots driven through them. There's another person that their head is just impaled on a tree branch. There's another that, you know, seems to have, the end scene of Logan where the one mutant child causes the plants to like grow over the guy. There's a body that's like that, like the plants and grass are like strangling another corpse. As you look around though,
Does one look like it just got rent in half?
yeah, basically, um as you look deeper in while the others are talking, with this newcomer, there's one thing that definitely catches your eye. Not all of the limbs are accounted for. There are some missing arms and some missing legs that should be here with a slaughter of this size that are not here.
What's the surroundings like? Are we in a village or is this
No,
still the road
you
like
you
leading
are
up to the
on
village?
you are on a hilltop that has almost like a hilltop field. Like there are trees around, but it's like this open circle that is
Mhm.
filled with bodies, filled with blood, and like a half dented signpost.
Does it look like the bodies were dragged up here or they had all fled to the high ground and just got massacred?
It looks like all of these bodies made a stand here. There are body parts down the hill and some
Mhm.
blood going down the hill, but that looks more like either they got flung down the hill or dragged down the hill.
I would like to dismount finally, and I'm just going to accept you into our group. What's your name?
Dorvic. And what are
Dorvic.
all of yours? I didn't get that much.
Well, they call me Cinead. I will shake your hand. Do you feel like is it a proper good handshake or limp wristed or what is it? What's the
solid. He's
Okay.
genuine and trying to engage with you, and if distracted, gives a normal handshake.
Well, welcome to our party. We're going to deal with this Leshen that did this. And as I say that, I'm going to crouch down to the nearest more or less intact body, and I'm going to start going through any satchels or bags, and I'm going to do the loot thing.
Give me an awareness
Body parts
while
are missing.
introductions are made.
Me?
Mm-hmm.
I don't believe I got
19.
all of your names.
But we just call him Witcher.
No name? You're just Witcher?
Vidar or sure is fine. I'm used to that.
Right.
We're still not very favorable for most people.
All right, Vidar. And you, who is excited to be seen?
Hello, I'm Averan. If you go to like shake Averan's hand, he would go to shake your hand back, but he would use his like cape as like a barrier, like in the handshake.
Hmm.
It,
Right.
And you have the information from Vidar that body parts are missing.
Yeah, I'm
I
looking
love it.
around the body parts, not touching any of the grossness, but any pieces that are intact.
Mhm.
Just-
I
You
don't know,
find about
Bull or
15 crowns.
problematic.
wow, we melt those down and we might get some coin. Poor joke. I'm sorry, I had to.
Oh, these are bandits, not villagers.
Mm-hmm. As you look closely at them in their armor and weaponry, they do appear to be run-of-the-mill bandits.
I don't remember if we have carry capacity, but I'd take a short sword if there is one.
Well, I figure you have a horse. You can strap it on your horse pretty easily.
They have
That's true.
iron longswords and daggers.
Okay, I'll take an iron longsword too.
Okay.
I'll look it up in the book
Mhm.
and add it to my sheet. They're not going to be needing this anymore.
Speaking of which, seeing him do that, Averin will look over at our new friend, and like kind of like look up and down his body real quick and see if he has any like observable weapons.
Not particularly. Again, his clothes are rather flowy and a lot of fabric.
Averin will be like, I know you mentioned you're particularly a man with cloth or what have you, but on these roads, having a weapon might be good. As he points at like, the weapons on the ground.
Oh, I suppose. I'll grab more daggers. That's what I need in my life.
Okay, grabbing one of the daggers off the bloodied ground.
And it also just kind of disappears amongst clothing. All right, thank you for the advice.
Vidar. Give me a Witcher training.
Okay.
18.
18.
While the others are kind of, again, still talking and looking at the bodies for loot, like all good grave robbers do.
We call them adventurers.
The missing body parts.
Yep.
There's a good chance that this Leshen is setting up totems and has begun to, if you will, prepare for war.
Set its territory. Well, this Leshen's on a war path.
That's why we need to kill it, right?
Yes, it's setting up its totem.
What does that mean? Is it taking people's arms to set up some sort of post or lair?
Well, that sounds
How would
handy.
I explain totems?
I think the best way I can explain for Vidar is when a Leshen fights within the domain of its totems, it fights with a more ferocity than without. A Leshen within its totem's domain is more hardy and more willing to just go toe-to-toe with whoever's come at it.
Isn't it also because it will generally come back so long as one of them's around, isn't it?
No. More that less that it will come back if a totem is still up, and more so it will remain where its totems are. If a Leshen sets a totem, that Leshen is saying, this is my area.
Yeah.
So he's moving house, but why?
Claiming territory. Probably aware of our plans.
Remy has entered the chat. Sorry. I see a Roll20 avatar of Remy the rat.
Well,
Sorry. There goes the immersion. Sorry, guys. I'm still like looking through some stuff, and I'm gonna kind of cradle up a dead man's head, and look at the others, and I can summon his spirit, but I don't know if I can make him fight for us for the Leshen. He probably wants revenge, but I just think that might be a bad idea. I'll drop it back to the ground. Maybe now that there's 4 of us, we might stand a better chance. If it's claiming this territory to be its, then I feel like maybe we can find our own place to make a stand. Maybe this isn't the right place, but somewhere nearby. Maybe we don't have to go all the way to the tree.
No, but take care of those totems.
I think you know best, Witcher. If you lead, we'll go with you. We what burn them with
Yeah.
fire.
Knowing there are some missing body parts and probably a long shot, is the sense of all of this gore heading in a certain direction, and would I be able to follow that to maybe lead us in the direction of those totems potentially?
Give me a wilderness survival.
Okay, if I'm doing this with scent tracking, that's a -2. 19.
19. 19's pretty darn good. There is a lot of gore around you. There's a lot of blood.
Yep.
You're picking all of that up. But like the video game when you activate your Witcher senses and you get the quest trail to follow, you
Yeah, I kind of
do
figured it's more concentrated here, but it's probably like also have dragged off in a certain direction, considering no amount of blood's just gonna disappear.
You do pick up a scent. You get that Witcher sense, and it leads a bit offset down the hill and into the forest a bit further. Not necessarily
Gotcha.
where Dorvic came from, but semi direction.
Yeah, just veering off.
Yeah.
Well, everybody keep your eyes out. We're going to be heading into its territory. And he'll just start moving in the direction. Whether they follow him or not, it's up to them, but he's just going to move.
I'm going to follow. I'm thinking about just if we should burn these bodies or something like that, but I don't think we have time for that right now. So I will follow.
How about the other two? Dorvic, Averan.
Sorry, I was figuring out a spell. Yeah, I'll follow. Follow Vidar.
Yep.
Okay. You begin following the Witcher down the hill and a bit deeper into the woods. There's a semi-crude trail path leading in. Can everyone roll me awareness, please?
As we're getting down the hill, can I also activate Nature's Sight? It's gonna cost me 2 stamina. It allows me to see creatures that are not natural to this realm.
Ooh.
It allows you to see monsters within 50 meters, even through obstacles. Monsters seen
Ooh.
in this view appear as glowing versions of themselves.
Oh, okay. Yes, you can. I like that a lot.
Tonight's not my night.
Honestly, Vidar, you can swap yours with Witcher Sense because you have the medallion.
Okay. With Witcher training.
Yeah.
— 17.
17.
And yeah, he will be keeping attention to his medallion just in case it starts to pulse, or to make sure that it's not getting closer to us.
Mm-hmm.
Good thinking.
And then awareness from Cinead and Dorvic if you'd like.
I got a 19.
Sure,
on
why
my
not?
spell. Or, sorry,
19?
invocation.
19 flat for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. As you what does it look like as you use this invocation, as you give yourself nature's sight? Dorvic.
I think it's a pretty passive thing, and I think maybe there's a little bit of glow to his eyes as he draws on this, and he'd immediately start looking around, expecting to be shown something.
Okay. As you head further into the woods, you do begin to hear cawing crows, all of you. You look around,
That's a good sign.
there are flocks on branches here, there, everywhere, all kind of watching you approach.
Would they not be murders of crows?
They are murder of crows. Vidar, your medallion does begin to shake. You know, you're definitely in the right space. Especially because the trees the canopy of the trees begin to block out the sun, and you begin to approach what you can all see in the distance to be a large, kind of gnarled tree, where with nature's sight, as you maybe pause a ways away from the tree, Dorvic, you see. First of all, you see a very crude, very brutal totem made of various body parts lined up, sitting at the edge of this tree. But that's not the thing that immediately pings for you. You see it, but that's normal. Not directly behind this massive tree, but maybe 30 feet off to the left is a glowing figure standing at about 13 feet tall. Antlers,
It's a tall boy.
a skull-like face, creature made of wood, seemingly awaiting your approach and hiding there to ambush, is a Leshen.
It's hiding. It's waiting for us. And I'll just point to where I'm seeing this glowing shape.
As his medallion had started to pulse anyway, would have drawn his silver sword out. It knew it was gonna be coming for it.
Before we go into this territory, can I have dismounted and like tied my horse and be on foot? Otherwise, I'll do that now.
Yes, of course. You definitely could have before entering these deep woods.
How dark has it become being inside the forest? Is it still daylight peeking through, or enough we're not in darkness?
There's enough daylight to be able to see, but it is dark that I think I might implement at most a -1 penalty to certain skills and attacks for some of you.
Okay.
And the Leshen's just waiting. You notice Dorvic as the others are preparing. It's not moving. It has not moved. It is perfectly fine waiting in ambush.
I'm fishing out, my own now 2 daggers. I've upgraded, and I just keep staring at it. See, it's not going to come out until we go to it.
Maybe we should put a plug in that thing.
Just as a curiosity, does the scent diverge into more than one branch at any point, pointing in the direction of their totems?
The scent leads just to the singular totem. You can deduce that it may not either have had enough time, or just simply there were not enough body parts to make 2, because it took a lot of body parts, and this is a big old totem.
Gotcha. And it's just the one in front of me.
Mm-hmm.
Us.
Correct. And the totem and tree is about, I want to say, 20 feet away from you. The Leshen is about 30 off to the side.
Gotcha.
Is it better to take down the totem first, or just go straight for the Leshen? Does the totem give it any power? Or is it just a
The
marker?
totem solidifies its hold on the totem solidifies its hold on the land, marking its territory and making it more difficult to fight.
So we need to take that down.
But it's waiting for
Yes.
us to go to the totem.
It's probably waiting for us to take it down.
I can throw fire at it, but I only have a range of 12 meters, which in feet should be about 36 feet, I think.
It's not very far.
It might be far enough, but it's hard to judge in the darkness. Also, I don't know why they used the metric system in Skellig and the imperial system here near Novigrad.
What if we were to split up? So some go around and you throw fire at it, and others get the drop on it, like it's trying to get on us.
Averan, if you can pierce it and hold it in place, I can just try to keep burning it. While the Witcher goes for the totem, takes that down with his sword, and then go in, and if it's still held in place by your spikes, what can you do? Can you pray for us, or do you have a sword?
I can attack it, but I'm going to be more hopeful after.
In case we... Let's pray to your goddess that we're safe, yes?
Yes.
We have our bait. Regardless.
Here, if I'm using chaos, you take this, and I'll give you the crossbow.
Tell me? Sure. Thanks. Thank you.
How about I simplify this? It wants me. I'll draw it out.
Can you bring it to
Destroy
its
the
totem?
totem. I'll at least do my best to draw its attention. Until the totem's destroyed, then focus on it.
You can use your Witcher magic to create fire, yeah, correct?
I believe one of my signs would be more useful against this than the fire. You're capable of burning it. Leave that to you.
I have I can cast the spell I've learned of Enya. But what I'm thinking, you've got a good idea. If you lure that over to its totem, and then Averan can cause those spikes to try to pierce it and pin it, maybe we can burn the totem and the Leshen together. Have one big barbecued Leshen.
Averan,
Keep that
any thoughts?
available if possible.
Any thoughts from Averan?
Hey, I'm good with giving it the good old rotisserie chicken, but if that doesn't work out, we can always, try and flashbang it and you know, figure things out from there.
Okay, so first, Vidar, you go to cut the totem down. We will presume the Leshen will come after you.
As I move forward and draw it out, focus the totem first.
I want to cut in here real quick to say one of my channel rewards that I have set on my Twitch is a viewer can spend 5,000 channel points to give a player of their choice advantage. Ray has given you advantage, Panda, on your next roll.
Why, thank you.
So
I may need this.
you will get to roll
That's
twice
awesome.
on your next roll and take the better here.
Appreciated. I think after this discussion of kind of in his mind going around in circles of just like, okay, at this point he's just gonna act as bait, and the totem needs to be destroyed, and that's so we have a basic idea. He's just gonna move forward, and as he does so, we kind of see him shift his. Usually he'd be wielding it two-handed, but shifting sword into his left hand, keeping his right hand free at the moment as he's moving forward.
As you move forward, as you get within about 10 feet of the totem, the rest of you watching Vidar approach, you all hear the crows that are around the trees begin to call loud and lift off. And from your sight, Dorvic, you see the Leshen has begun to step forward and has one gnarled finger pointed towards Vidar, and a murder of crows, as the Leshen will spend 7 stamina to activate Murder of Crows. This large flock takes off and all begin to surround Vidar, who we are going to roll initiative here in this moment. Vidar, as these crows surround you as you approach, I will say for purposes the Leshen does come into view of all of you. You are considered staggered for this round, which I looked up. You are thrown off balance and take a -2 to your next action.
Okay.
And you take 1 damage a round, ignoring armor as the birds peck into you.
Oh, fun.
Yes.
Okay.
And we're going to roll us some initiative. Which I can get. I can consult the tomes for you, Luke.
I'm consulting the tome. Don't worry.
Okay.
Is initiative considered an action?
1d10 and add it to your ref stat.
You do not have to use the advantage on initiative. The pie vantage, as I call it in my chat.
I'm wondering, is it considered an action?
I don't believe so.
I'm wondering if I have to take the was it -1?
-2. I do not believe this would come into play. No.
I have a
It's
question,
19.
Pi.
Sure.
So Pi is 3.14. So wouldn't Pi Vantage be double advantage? Because it wouldn't just be double, it would be 3.14 advantage. You see, I don't know, maybe I'm just in a rabbit hole. But
No. What did Dorvic get?
For initiative, I got sidetracked. Is what happened. I'm gonna reroll because I don't know which die I rolled.
Fair enough.
Okay. I got a 17.
17. Okay.
14
Dorvic
for
on a
me.
17 and
I
Cinead
forgot to click. I didn't know I had a token.
on a 14.
Yeah, I can't click anything.
Well, Vidar, you are up first. You are being harassed by these birds. For the purposes of
Yep.
movement and stuff, because movement is a thing in this system, believe it or not.
Yep.
Let me consult the ancient tomes. Um,
Do you want to know what your move speed is, or 'cause
yeah,
that I
equal
figured
to
out.
your equal to your speed in meters.
Or your speed
My
times
speed is
3, so
9.
running.
you can make it to either the totem or the Leshen.
How far away is the Leshen from the totem?
The Leshen. I'm just gonna do everything in feet. If you're about
If I was to put myself between them, would that encompass a 3-meter radius and get both?
I'm gonna say no. You're gonna have to get a bit closer to the Leshen.
Okay, and I'll just get close to the Leshen to kind of position myself
Mm-hmm.
in front of it to like kind of cut it off before casting Irden.
What does it look like to the others as you cast this sign?
So hold on, I gotta look it up because I know it's a hand sign. On so you kind of see him move his fingers just right, as a burst of energy in like a circle around him starts to show up, kind of pulsing with magic, as this is going to be lasting 5 rounds. So,
Am I the only one
and
that just gonna have the image of Naruto hand signs real quick to cast his spell?
I mean, technically, it's not too far off because Witchers do hand gestures to
Yeah, they
use
do,
their
like-
signs.
yeah, they kind of like shift their fingers just
Mhm.
right to do it.
They're like Haku. They've learned how to do like single hand fucking hand
Uh-huh.
signs.
All right, so you cast Yurden, which you do notice does encompass the Leshen as they kind of slow down a little bit.
Yep.
And that is your
I think I have to hold on. I gotta hit spell casting because I'm pretty sure I still have to do that. So
Mhm.
21. I'm pretty sure that goes through.
Yes.
So, and I think it's what 2 stamina for an extra action.
I do know it says 1 stamina for an extra attack, but I think I've been kind enough to just allow
Okay.
that even if you cast spells, like if you have a sword. So it would be 1 point of stamina to make an extra attack against a target at a -3.
Gotcha. Okay. So after that, yeah, I'm just gonna make a single attack with my silver sword.
Okay.
Strong strike as usual. That is a 20.
All right. It will try to dodge. And you spent just the basic 2 stamina, correct?
Yep, that's the most I can spend on the 2 stamina.
All right. So I'm going to give him a -2 to this dodge. That is a 13.
Awesome. It fails.
Yes. Can
So
I
it takes
have
7 damage.
Actually, I'm not going to have my other 3 players roll an awareness. I'm just going to let this go through. All of you notice as Vidar, as this Witcher, charges in and casts a sign and goes to strike at the Leshen. Within the sign, within this circle, you notice the Leshen tries to almost like apparate away from the strike, like disappear and reappear. Its form shimmers for a moment, but from within the sign, it is not able to disappear. It is not able to go incorporeal.
Is it affected by the silver?
Yes, it is a monster, and all of the cameras just shifted place because Averan's camera got turned off. Oh god.
Dude, I'm so sorry. I didn't realize that would happen. I just went and grabbed my phone because it was done charging. I was gonna like try and fix my camera.
All right. Well, everything's a mess until
Let me
then.
roll 3d6 real quick.
Yep.
That's 13 extra damage.
I'm so sorry.
No, you're good. We'll deal with the mess right now. So 13 extra damage. 20 total. Some of the bark of the Leshen does take the blow and is able to absorb it, but you do indeed get your damage through.
How are the crows doing in that circle if they're surrounding me?
The crows do not they're still flying, they still do affect you. They do not appear to be, at least within the rulings, they are not affected by Yurden, because this is not
Okay,
technically another enemy. This is a special ability of the Leshen.
Gotcha. I'm just making sure. All right, I'm
Yes.
done with my turn.
Okay. No, damn it, man. I'm doing math in Google, and I typed in a number minus another number, and instead of the calculator popping up, I got Bible verses. That's not what I want.
I was gonna say like extra damage.
Yeah, no.
That's a
Okay.
little different.
Dorvic, you are next.
I think I'll keep my distance and fire this crossbow at our friend. Is it just a regular crossbow or is it a hand crossbow?
It is a regular crossbow.
Regular crossbow. Okay. Which I think is the same skill regardless. No, crossbow is separate from archery. Okay.
Yeah, crossbow is its own
I'm
thing.
reading a lot of words right now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Which would still be under dexterity. Okay. Roll to 16.
16 for crossbow. Okay, let me roll its dodge at a -2. It's got to be a 16. It gets a 14.
Sweet. Oh, 46. Wow, that was more than I expected. Okay, hold on. Times 2. That's what we're rolling. Okay, 6. And another 5 is 11. Plus 2, 13.
13. Okay. You fire the bolt, and you're firing into the Leshen.
Yes.
You fire one of the bolts given to you, and the bolt, the best way I can say this, as you watch the bolt fire and strike the Leshen, it leaves a tiny little scuff, and then the bolt shatters on the bark of the Leshen.
Yeah, I'm gonna weave away a little bit through the trees. I'm just using movement and try to kind of like, again, keep my distance here.
Okay. Do you want to spend a stamina to try fire another shot, or are you good?
No, I'm good just kind of being a distraction right now.
Okay. The Leshen. The Leshen's
Here we go.
turn. Yeah. The big bad, the boss. The Leshen. The Leshen. Let us see what my Leshen does. My Leshen is going to, does not appreciate being where it is. Let me reread Erden. Negative speed. Of course. The Leshen is gonna try and attack our Witcher. It is gonna go try and strike into you. It is gonna roll melee.
Okay.
That is a fumble.
Oh, cool. So what you're saying is I don't have to dodge.
You do not. And I don't think anything happens because it didn't fumble bad. Yeah, no major fumble. But guess what? It gets to attack a second time because its rate of fire is 2. It gets to do twice.
Ah,
So here's its second swing is a 16.
dodge it for a 24.
You are able to dodge. And then let's see here. Just looking at its abilities. It is going to begin going to move out of the Yurden sign. It's not going to make it out of the Yurden sign, but it does move behind you to the edge of the Yurden sign and closer to its totem, Vidar.
Gotcha.
Cinead.
So Cinead's gonna kind of look what's going on, the different ones, and he's gonna remember that Vidar wanted us to hit the totem first.
Mhm.
The totem has multiple appendages stitched together, grown with roots and stuff, so that's all bound
Yes.
into one thing. So do those arms have bracelets, cuffs, belts, metal brooches, anything like that kind of throughout?
Yes.
Okay. Then I'm going to first stretch my hand towards the Leshen itself and then kind of like adjust to point at the totem, and instead of like throwing Inya, he's gonna grab a fist and cast Cadfin's Grasp
Mhm.
on the totem at all the metal pieces in it.
Okay.
If I need to move to get close enough, I will do it.
You will need to move a bit closer.
Okay.
You cast and ignite all of the metal pieces. 3 points of damage. The totem still stands, but it is on fire.
All right, that's one fire. I don't remember if I can do the stamina thing to do another spell.
I do
If
not
not, then that's my
believe you
turn.
can for spells.
That's just melee weapon type stuff, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so then I've advanced, cast, and that's my turn.
Averan, your turn. How's the camera coming along to fix the scuff?
I was working on it. I'm sorry.
You're good.
You. What I just did should have fixed it. So I'm gonna try to do that real quick. Hey, it did.
Oh, are we gonna have camera? I feel like we need a drum roll.
Derp.
The suspense.
Why? Oh, it was on the wrong camera. Yes, indeed.
Aha!
Alrighty.
Everything's fixed, and it is your turn.
Indeed, perfect timing, right? Okay, now I need to get all that. So I have a movement speed of 10.
Mm-hmm.
So like what, 30 meters?
Mm-hmm.
Or 10 meters, so like 30 feet. I'm gonna try to like move up in between where like the Witcher initially was at, right?
Mhm.
Like not where he's fighting the Leshen now, but like in between where that was happening, where he was kind of over close to where the like totem was at too. And then from there, let's see, how far away would they be at that point? Would they be within 8 meters?
Sure.
Okay. Well, I'm helping, so I'm going to cast Magic Flare. Before I cast Magic Flare, I scream really loudly, "Hey, you dumb Leshen, look at me!" And then, then I cast Magic Flare.
Okay, so defense, dodge, or magical shield. So this is going to be the Leshen and Vidar. Roll your spellcasting, Averan.
Hell yeah! You know, the one thing I love about this spell is it's okay. It's okay. It's not anything too crazy. But the concept of like it's seen for 10 kilometers just makes me so happy inside.
And
22.
22. Okay.
Nice.
I do believe for Vidar, Quen is considered a magical shield if you use that to protect yourself from magic flare. Yep.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
And the Leshen,
That's a 19 to make sure that goes off.
has to dodge. The Leshen, roll 1d6, Averan.
1d6.
Yes.
Okay. 2.
Everyone must make a resistance check. Oh, okay, hold on. Okay. Flash above you. Everyone within an 8-meter radius must make a resistance check or be blinded. I don't know why it says defense, dodge, or magical shield. This flare can be seen
Yeah,
for 10 kilometers. So going off of that and reading it correct, resist magic. As you fire up the flare, and I realize I think I've been going to whisper rolls this entire time. As you fire the flare up, Vidar throws up Quen and is able to block it, and the Leshen is able to shake off the effect with a 28 resist magic.
Ooh, that's high.
jeez.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
So that is your movement. That is your spell cast.
Yeah, that's my turn.
Vidar, the birds are still on you. You're going to take.
Wait, would
Yes.
would the birds not be affected by the magical flare?
Let me read it. Magic. They would not. In terms of effects, no, because again, the murder of crows is an ability from the Leshen, there are ways to remove the birds, but Magic Flare does not read to be one of the ways. It does not hit the criteria. So Vidar, you take 1 point of damage, ignoring armor, and you are staggered, giving you a -2 to your rolls.
Okay.
And it is your turn, my
Um,
friend.
Then I will immediately. How far is the totem for me right now?
The totem. I think I said you had to move closer to the. If you move to the Leshen, you were out of range of the totem. If you move to the totem, you were out of range of the Leshen. I think you would get just near the totem, but not on the totem.
Is it within a 2-meter cone?
Yeah.
Okay. So shifting it where I'm gonna aim it at both the crows around me and the totem.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna use Igni.
Okay.
Nice.
So you kind of see him once again quickly shift his sword into his left hand, do the sign quickly, and a cone of flame spits out once I cast it. One. Whatever.
Oof.
Does
You
1d6
said a -2?
damage? Yes.
13.
I believe that is still good. I think you just need to not roll bad.
Yeah.
13. Igni throws out a wave of sparks and fire, which does 1d6 damage per stamina point spent, which if you're spending 2 stamina points, it'd be 2d6.
Yep. So let me roll another d6. So that's actually 5.
I will say between the grasp and the Igni, the totem does collapse, which lets out this, which the Leshen lets out a very angry, almost not a roar because it doesn't necessarily have a mouth. Its face is like this cow skull almost. So it lets the roar it lets out is more one of like an Aztec death whistle.
Nice.
And you have also burned away the birds. Fire was one of the ways to remove the murder
Okay.
of crows.
Yeah, I was kind of hoping that. Hence
Mhm.
the directional.
Mhm.
And I will willingly spend another point of stamina. Does that mean I'm no longer staggered?
You are no longer staggered.
Perfect. Then, I mean, I'm still going to be taking a, you know, hit to my attack, but I'm going to be attacking.
Okay.
Another strong strike. That's a 19.
19. He is still within the Yurden, so he still has a negative. That is a 12.
Cool. So that's 7 points of damage. And let me roll the extra 3d6.
Mm-hmm.
That's 14 points total.
14 points total.
And that'll be my turn.
Okay, we are back to Dorvic.
Hmm. I don't know if this is gonna work on it. But I have a little spell.
Ooh.
Sorry, invocation. I forgot there's a difference. That I would like to try on our friend.
Okay.
It's gonna cost me three stamina. and it's called Web of Lies.
Ooh.
It's it doesn't seem like there's an initial save to it or anything, but the effect is that it scrambles the information in a target's head, making them question every piece of information in memory. It stuns the target until they can roll under their int, their intelligence.
Interesting. Oh, that is very interesting. Web of Lies, you say?
Yes.
Web of Lies allows you to scramble the information. It stuns the target until they roll under their int. Defense, resist magic, or magical shield.
Okay.
So it is your spell casting, or if there's another skill that is used for invocations, versus his resist magic.
Leave it as spellcasting. Okay. It's a 22.
22 is pretty good. What does our Leshen get? Our Leshen gets a 31.
This thing is tough.
I will take that L. Right, man.
So you try to make its mind muddled, and it does not care.
Unbothered.
Mm-hmm.
You're fighting
enough.
the many minds of a forest.
Indeed. And is that your move?
Yeah. It doesn't seem too worried about me, so I'll stay where I'm at.
Indeed, it is not, as it will step out of the Yurden sign. And within range of both Averan and Vidar. It is first going to send a swing out towards Vidar. It is going to roll its melee.
Okay.
That is a fumble. Oh, my poor
Cool.
Leshen. And that is a 7 too.
What's the 7 do?
What does a 7 do? I gotta go
Well,
back to
let's go see.
combat. Consult the
We should
tomes.
in that.
7. Your
Well,
weapon lodges
I
in a
shared
nearby
the-
object, and it takes 1 round to free. I don't know if that would technically count because its weapon is its
I mean,
arm, hand, claw.
arm. I mean, you can get your
It'll
arm
be
stuck.
something,
Yeah. Okay. So it'll get its hand, its claw stuck in a tree as you dodge. It still does have another hand. So this second claw is going to go out towards Averan. That is a 21 melee.
Watch out!
I don't. What is my defense again?
If you have a magical shield, you can use that, or
Dodge, escape.
/ escape would be the dodge.
Yeah.
Okay. So how do I roll that?
You just click dodge.
You
/
click the
escape.
words.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Would that be in skills and modifiers?
Yes.
Yeah, under reflexes. Also, I love that you have the cape. Averan's cape.
Wait, what? What are you talking
It looks
about?
like you.
Oh, dodge escape. I see now.
Yes.
Yep.
16. That is not gonna do it. I'm gonna roll target location here. Humanoid. You are a humanoid, so if successful, this attack will deal half damage to you. So you're lucky on that. as it will
Oh, it hurt.
roll 25 damage.
Oh,
Oh.
Jeez.
Oh.
So it is going to claw into you for half of that. If you have any left
Neat.
arm armor, it is decreased from that as well. So if you have like 5 points of left arm armor, you reduce that by another 5. If you don't, you're just taking half of 25.
What would that be, like 13, 12, 12, 13?
We're gonna call it 13, yeah.
Yeah,
It is
yeah.
gonna spend
That feels in the spirit of The Witcher.
it is gonna spend a stamina point to swing at Vidar for a -3. Because it fumbled the first time. If this does roll without a fumble, you do not have a -1, or you do not have to spend a stamina to dodge it. So it is going to swing at you again for a 20. Vidar.
okay. Even if I don't manage this, it still won't hit me because of Quen.
Oh, yes.
But
Uh,
I destroy it with a 29.
Yeah, Quen creates a shield that blocks one attack that you fail to dodge or block for every point of stamina spent. Indeed. Okay. Cinead, you are up.
So positioning wise, you have the burning / collapsed totem.
Mhm.
Then you've got Vidar and Averan kind of both like just forming a Y with the Leshen, right?
Mhm.
And then off to my side is new guy, Dorvic. And then
Yes.
I'm kind of like we're on the more outskirts. Is that correct?
Yeah, correct.
Okay. Can I advance and kind of move to the left of Averan? So now it's like Vidar, Averan, me, and
Sure.
then get a clear shot. So so Vidar's not behind me, and then I'm going to try casting Enya,
Sure.
and obviously at the Leshen.
Mm-hmm. Allows you to throw a ball of pure fire at an opponent within the range. The ball of fire does 46 damage. All right, roll spell casting.
Okay, spell casting. Wait, why didn't that? Basic roll. That's a 14.
14.
That's a fumble. 2 fumble.
I don't think it really does anything. But
Yeah.
let's check it.
I mean, there are spell casting fumbles. We experienced one very early on. I'll tell this
Right.
for our guest here. Cinead tried to cast an earthen spike into an enemy, fumbled, and accidentally earthen spiked themselves. So that's the outcome of fumbling on
ouch.
spells.
So you got a 2 for a fumble, which is magic sparks and crackles, and you take 1 point of damage for every point you fumbled by, but the spell still goes off. However, there's also a elemental fumble effect
There is.
An elemental fumble effect.
Yes.
because they're using fire.
So yeah, so not
Your
only
body bursts into flames. You take
Mhm.
1 point of damage for every point you fumble by, so you're still
So
taking 2 damage,
I can
but
live with
you're
that.
also set on fire.
I'm on fire?
Yep.
Yep.
This
Spell
is
still goes
not-
off, but you set on fire.
So with Cinead's backstory, he is not like trained officially with the schools. So
Mhm.
he's picked up magic and tried to learn, and he's clearly not very good at it. I will deduct 2 hit points, and I believe I take burn damage. How does that work?
So fire, you are now engulfed in flames. Every turn, you take 5 points of damage to every body location. Armor soaks the damage, but fire does 1 point of damage to armor and weapons every turn. To put out the fire, you must make a turn to either pour water on yourself or stop, drop, and roll. So,
And yeah, like the fire shoots from his palm, then and then it like, engulfs up and over, and then
Mhm.
he turns into Denethor.
so someone get the baby tomatoes. So you are engulfed in your own flames. You cannot stop, drop, and roll until your next turn. Um. And I'm going to roll a spell casting against yours.
Okay.
That is a 25. You all see as this fireball flies out towards the Leshen and engulfs Cinead in his own flames. The Leshen turns into this smoke-like form. The fireball completely passes through him, and the Leshen is now incorporeal until its next turn. Uh, Nothing physical can affect them until their next turn.
Are you sure about that?
I am.
Is it still within Erden?
No, I said it walked out its previous turn.
Okay.
Yeah. I did want to make that clear. I did say it walked out. It moved out so it wasn't getting the negatives on its attacks. Yurden is still
Just-
there. You
just
can,
cover base.
push it back into Yurden. It is still
Uh-huh.
there, but it is out of
Uh-huh.
the Yurden. So Cinead's on
Okay.
fire. Averan, what would you
Cover
like to
bases.
do?
That's a question and a half. So it's incorporeal right now, right? I can't do anything to it.
You cannot do anything physical to it.
Indeed, which is like the majority of things I would like to do to it.
Mhm.
I
So
see why they're such a pain in the ass to fight.
I will use my turn to I guess be good Samaritan. I will run over to Cinead and then like throw him on the ground and start rolling him and like throwing dirt on him and shit and like help putting him out.
Okay. That'll take your turn, but you can definitely put him out and get the flames off of him. Cinead, you will be on the ground, but the flame, you are no
Yeah,
longer
no,
burning.
he would have dropped and tried to like get his cloak off and stuff. So I don't know if you wanted me to burn my next turn to finish it, then I would do that.
Matter of fact, Averan, like, hey, as he's like throwing dirt on him and like trying to like roll him around to get these flames out, he's like, oh, come on, man. Apparently you're like embarrassing us in front of a goddess.
Uh, sure. I'll say you will take five fire damage, Cinead. But you
Okay.
are put out as we get back to the Witcher, Vidar.
Cool. Since how many rounds has it been? Like 3?
I believe it's
At this
been
point?
3, yes.
Okay, so 2 rounds left. So I'm gonna shift forward to get it back into Erden.
Mhm.
So now I was being corporeal again. And I'm just gonna start wailing on it.
Okay, so you're making it you're shifting so it's back inside of Yurden. Okay.
Uh-huh. So now it is corporeal once more
Mhm.
to me and everybody else.
Indeed.
And it gets its negatives.
Mhm. I will say because of it
So I'm gonna
going
start attacking.
incorporeal, its claw is no longer stuck in the tree.
So See if it hits. I'm gonna roll that again and use my advantage.
You have your pie vantage. It's being used, Ray. You saved an attack roll.
21.
21. 0. And I do believe that
Get
is a
wrecked,
thing.
son.
I think there is a defense fumble, reflex defending, fumbled by 9. Oh, that's just your weapon takes 2d6 extra points of reliability damage. It does not have a weapon to take reliability damage.
Oh, so 8 plus, let me roll the 3d6. 13. So that's 21 points of damage.
21 points of damage.
And following up with another point of stamina to attack again.
Okay. And he has to use a stamina to defend.
22.
22. And that is with the -3 for the second attack.
Yep.
Okay, 22. He has a -2 because he's in Yurden. That is a 13.
Cool. Let me roll the extra 3d6 again. So that's a total of 16 points of damage, and that's my turn.
Okay. Dorvic, buddy, friend.
I beg you reset the scene for me. Somebody's on fire. Somebody's incorporeal.
Okay, so
I-
the situation. Cinead is on the ground being frantically put out by Averan.
Okay,
And
that's
screaming.
fine.
He's not above screaming.
Vidar
It's fine.
has repositioned Yurden so that both himself and the Leshen are inside of it. So the Leshen that was once incorporeal is now corporeal again.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So the
And
things are
then
resolved.
and then there is you still on the edge of the woods.
In this this totem thing is
The totem has been
Destroyed.
collapsed.
that is collapsed. Okay.
Mhm. Would you like
I
to
guess
give
I'm just
me
gonna try my spell.
real quick before you give your spell? Can you give me an awareness check, please?
Of course I can. That's just a 16.
16. You begin to hear wolves in the distance.
Okay. I'll just call that out. The wolves coming, and still try to do what I'm doing because I think we need to end this and get out of here. Yeah, we'll let everybody know. Okay, I'm gonna try that web of lies thing again.
Okay.
I know it didn't go that well last time, but we're gonna just give it another shot.
This thing has crazy high bonuses.
It does.
That's
I don't think.
you gotta beat a
yeah.
you gotta beat a 34.
If I explode, I think I can hit that. Yeah.
I love that positivity.
That needs to be a quote. Can someone add that to the quote channels? If I explode, I think I can hit that.
That has so many meanings.
I unfortunately rolled really well, but I rolled a 9. So that's a 26.
But
not 30s. It turns out.
Not into the 30s, unfortunately.
No.
Is there anything else?
Nah.
Okay. The Leshen is going to I need to look at a.
Imagine getting pretty pissed off at me.
Oh, yes, it is. I'm gonna look at a. I need to look at status effects. Okay, this does not have a status effect. It just happens. And there's no save to it. You guys don't make a save. That's very interesting. You make a save after the fact. Okay, so it is going to throw both of its arms into the ground. It plunges its arms into the ground, and Averan, Cinead, and Vidar, all three of you feel these roots and vines begin to crawl up your boots, your feet, your legs, and pull you into the earth itself. You are all entangled in roots and vines. You are emplaced. You cannot move. You can either, and I'll just say this outright, you can either attack the roots themselves to break them. I have hit points, or you can do a dodge escape, beating its spell casting roll. It will spend 5 stamina to use this ability. And on your turns, if you dodge escape, you have to beat a 22 to break out. Or you can attack the roots themselves. The
Is this on a turn
Leshen.
or in reaction?
This is on your turn. Because the way
Okay.
Tangling Roots reads, that's why I was interested that there wasn't a direct save. The way Tangling Roots reads the Tangling Roots ability, it just happens. Similar to the Flock of Crows, this ability just happens. You become entangled, and you can either attack the roots themselves or do a dodge escape. This is a boss enemy. You know, it makes sense that it kind of just happens. The Leshen does not
So I'm
appreciate Yurden. And so it is going to it does not have a lot of speed left because of Yurden, but what it does have left, having you entangled, Vidar, it is going to move back out of Yurden. It is backing up more towards the opening that you guys entered this little area from. So it's not going closer to the tree, but further from the tree. And that's going to be its turn. Yeah, Cinead, it is your turn. You are on the ground and covered in roots and
I
vines.
feel like that would make it harder to get out from the roots. I can only really dodge escape, so I'll go for that. It's an 18.
You do not. You struggle against the
Can
vines.
And it costs me 5 stamina?
Uh,
Or is that the Leshen stamina?
That was the Leshen stamina to use the ability.
Can I use stamina to try again?
Yeah. Let's call it. I know I believe it's 1 additional stamina for an attack, but to try to break out of this, I'm gonna call it 2 stamina.
Okay. So in this fight so far, all right, let me roll the dodge again. Another 18.
Dang.
Okay, so no, I can't get up, which makes sense because he's on the ground,
Mhm.
having just been like burned.
I believe that is
So
all you can do. Truthfully.
yeah, and I've used 11 stamina in this fight so far, so not too bad.
Averan,
That's my
you
turn.
are up.
So it's currently incorporeal again. It's out of the sign, right?
It is out of Yurden and it is corporeal. It went incorporeal to dodge an attack, but it is corporeal once again. It is not in that permanently.
Okay. So am I under the impression that our Witcher could possibly cast this again? Like relocate it or whatever?
Yes, and I believe you have
Or,
seen him
like,
do
is
that.
that, like...
I believe you have seen him do that against the Wraiths, if I'm remembering correctly.
Okay, so even though it's incorporeal, I'm gonna try and earth and spike it, because what he's thinking here is if he predicts where it's like backing up to
Mm.
and where it will be here in a moment when my buddy goes to do that very said same thing, that when it becomes corporeal, it will become corporeal with inside of a fucking spike.
Of course,
That's
of
what I was
course.
hoping you were gonna do.
So I'm just gonna plant one of these out there. That's not necessarily the best damage, but whatever, I don't care. Because the point is...
Roll your
No.
spell casting.
The point is somewhere up here.
Yes, that's what I was getting at. My spellcasting was a 25.
25. It will try to
And I
dodge.
think we'll just do kind of a location there. Yeah, go ahead.
It does not. The location is the wing/tail. It does not have a wing/tail, but that will be the back of it, I'll say. But that does deal half damage. The
That's fine.
interesting thing about this is the earthen spike does stab into the Leshen. You all see it happen. The way I'm going to describe this, because thanks to the Leshen's armor and the half damage, the earthen spike does not do damage. But I'm still going to allow the impalement, but it's at the very edge of the earthen spike, so it's going to have an easier time breaking out when it circles back to the Leshen.
Novigrad, I have a question, just
Mhm.
because I think this would be really cool.
Mm-hmm.
So so it's outside of his sign that was keeping it corporeal, but he's not that far away from it, right?
The Leshen is corporeal. That is not something it cannot become incorporeal forever. That was just to dodge one attack, and it's been corporeal since.
Okay, because I was gonna be a smart ass and say, like, the earth and spike literally like use the ground that the fucking sigil is like enchanting, and like essentially like extended the pixel.
No, but it does strike. It is stuck. As we get back to the top with Vidar, we are going to do my favorite thing, of ending a session mid-combat. We will, as it comes to your turn, as you are trapped within these roots and vines, as the Leshen is getting ready for another assault with its bark claws, as wolves begin to rapidly approach. We will end our session
That's
here.
bad news.
We will end our session here and pick up in 2 weeks' time. Luke, thank you for joining us and immediately entering a boss fight with the party. Barely knowing them, and you're already being dragged into boss fights against forest gods. I'm sure the future of your time with this group will fare well. And it will be great.
Right.
I'm very excited for our next session. I'm very excited for the future of the long road to Novigrad. But we are going to end here tonight. Normally I don't do outros for myself.
I see nothing but good things
Yeah,
for us.
normally I don't do outros for myself or my players, but considering we have a special case here where tomorrow I would like to advertise for my friends. Panda, Luke, either one of you want to advertise tomorrow and what game you're in on Thursday? Or both of you at the
I
same
can
time?
Do it, or should I?
We can just talk over each other really
Yeah.
rapidly.
Yeah, that should work.
Yeah.
To be
So,
intelligible.
We are both on Set Sail over on Eclipse 613, Javante's channel, and that is a One Piece D&D game. And
Yep.
oh brother, things are always happening. It's about the same time
Yeah.
as this game was tonight, but tomorrow.
We're actually starting to get towards the end of our current arc. I think we have like a session or two left of it before our group is going to be going on a break, and we're going to be starting up a new story with a new group, and a new point of view. But yeah,
Very
feel free to
fun.
jump in tomorrow and catch us at the same time as this channel.
Very, very fun. That is them tomorrow. We have been the long road to Novigrad tonight. We will be back in 2 weeks on the 25th to see where this fight continues. But for now, thank you everyone for watching, and we're gonna go to the ending soon screen and the good old music. So goodbye.
Bye.